the other Christina.
Chuck.
Alan.
Good evening, everyone. The food you eat every day might have originated in a laboratory when you think it might have just came from the ground or the environment. The credibility goes to books, government websites, and Alex Jones. For those of you who don't know who Alex Jones is, he's a media talk show host, and he is the reason that I'm interested in this topic as well, because from his research that he's done, got me interested, and I did research myself, and this has led me here to discuss this with y'all tonight. Natural may not be natural after all when it comes to GMOs. We're going to cover who and what distributes GMOs, the benefits of GMOs, and the dangerous side effects of GMOs, as well as we're going to touch base upon the different countries' regulations on GMOs. Now let's learn more about GMOs and who distributes them. GMO stands for genetically modified organism. That's when technology alters a gene makeup of an animal, bacteria, or a plant. During this speech, we're going to talk more plants than anything else. Countless companies distribute GMOs. Some of them are Nestle, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Heinz, General Mills, and Pepperidge Farm, just to name a few. Now let's investigate the good that comes from GMOs. The rising population in the world, currently we just topped 6 billion people, and within the next 50 years, we are looking to double that. So you're looking at 12 billion people in the next 50 years, and GMOs could play a good part, beneficial part in keeping up with the food population. The reason they're genetically modified, for one, is to be immune to diseases that plants are often susceptible to. One instance is papaya. In the early 1990s in Hawaii, the papaya industry almost was wiped out due to the virus called the ring spot that papaya gets. Today, 80% of GM papayas are in Hawaii. So that only leaves 20% natural papayas, but the 80% are not susceptible to the ring spot disease. Soybeans are another one. 95% of the U.S. crop is soybeans. 98% is used for livestock feed in the United States. Also, many vegetable oils come from soybeans as well. Corn is a big one in the United States. In 1997, it's been genetically grown. 80% of the corn in 2010 was genetically modified, and corn is used for sweeteners, alcohol, high fructose syrup, to name a few. Now, when we have good, you also have bad, and the same is with genetically modified foods. Dangerous side effects raise concern when it comes to it. The crop that's genetically modified is intended to kill harmful bugs. Now, it will kill that harmful bug, but it also kills bugs that are not harmful to it as well. So they don't discriminate against when it comes time to do the bugs. Also, salmon are genetically modified, and when they get released into the wild, within the next 50 generations, there will not be natural salmon left in the environment. Food allergies also raise a problem, because when you introduce a gene into plants, you could cause a new allergen, and people that are unknown to that allergen could find out the hard way. Also, I'm going to pass this picture around real quick to show you the next topic. For that picture, it shows rats that were fed genetically modified corn. During tests with rats and everything, rats that were fed genetically modified corn got tumors. And the rats getting tumors also raises a concern if humans will get the tumors as well after a long period of eating GM foods. Now, we got countries and their labeling processes. Japan has a strong preference for unmodified organism foods. Um, India currently has no policy. No GMs grown, genetically modified organisms grown there. So with that being said, they don't have access to it, though they will probably accept GMs due to their rising population. The benefits will outweigh the risks. Brazil has been trying to ban GM crops, but they're failing because the farmers are smuggling in genetically modified soybeans. Europe, the outcry was too much for no action to be taking place. Protesters was countless, so Europe now has a mandatory labeling of all GM crops in the supermarket. So this right here, this picture, is just a picture of protesters outside the White House. Now, when it comes to the United States, we have different rules when it comes to GMs. First, 3 government agencies can dictate on whether GM foods get labeled. They are the EPA, the FDA, and the USDA. Also, Prop 37 was recently, it just got turned down in California. What it was to have GM food and vegetables and everything that had GMs in it to be labeled in the supermarkets. Even though it showed a high liking in the polls, it got turned down when it came time to vote for it. Also, labeling costs raise a concern when it comes to GMs. Obviously, the packages have to be relabeled, as well as factories would have to have 2 separate product lines when they produce genetically modified food and ungenetically modified food. So that could rise the costs as well. Now we know the majority of the food we eat contains GMs, and it's not natural anymore. What we learned who and what distributes GMs, the benefits of GMs, and also the dangers in countries. So, are GMs good for you? Maybe. I'll let you be the judge of that. And also, I just got 2 other pictures to finish it up. It just has one about corn and genetically modified, and then also this one.